Good evening, you guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm on my way to get something to eat. It is 7:30 p.m. and I come on here today. It's still Saturday, August the 28th of 2021. Don't judge me. I have the same clothes on that I worked out in earlier, but as soon as before I got in the shower, I washed a load of clothes, including this outfit, so they're clean. And I just threw the same thing back on. But oh my gosh, so I'm just so excited and all over the place. But I was knocked out all day long. Like, that run put me in where I needed to be, knocked out, because I've been working so hard that I have not. Look at the sun reflecting on my face, like, yes, the goddess I am. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyway, I leave my house. I walk out the house. I didn't look backwards, nothing like that. I just turned the key and I went to go turn. And when I turned, guess what I see, y'all? I see a Ghibli Maserati. It was like perfectly aligned. It was like a perfectly aligned. It's a parking space. I perfectly aligned outside of my apartment. Like, as soon as I walk out the door, it's a parking space, but it's always taken up by this one car. The car it's been there. Look at the sun. The car has been there since I moved here, and it's just never moved. Today, ironically enough, when I went on my run, the entire parking spaces were empty. So y'all, I walked outside at the perfect time. I kid you not. The Maserati, somebody is in the car because it's clearly running, and it's a black Ghibli Maserati, and it was perfectly aligned at my doorsteps. This word is to tell you guys, yo, your blessing is at your doorsteps. It's there. It's there. I'm so excited. I am so excited. You may not understand this right now, but it's your suddenly season. It's definitely your suddenly season. The sun is out here. It's glowing. It is glowing, and it is shining. Do you hear me? It is shining. And I'm just like so grateful and graceful at the fact that I'm in a season of receiving my abundance, my overflow. Like, it took me so many years to surrender. If I would have known years ago that this is what it looks like to surrender, if this what it looks like, it feels like to surrender, I would have done this a long time ago. I would have done this a long time ago. Do you hear me? Like, a long time ago is an understatement. How it's right here. It's at my doorsteps. For that car to just be running. Y'all know I keep my goals and everything a secret. But when it comes to like cars and stuff, I've never been like a person who cares about like expensive cars or anything like that. Like, I always had this notion in my mind, even growing up, like I was going to be so rich. And I am going to be so rich. I'm rich in my mind, body, soul, spirit. That's just, it's inevitable. But as far as like, I've always had this notion that I was going to be so in this dream that I was going to be so rich that I did not have to drive myself around. I was going to be chauffeur wherever I go. Like, that's just how, like, and this was when I was younger. I just didn't know what the word chauffeur meant. But when I did learn what the word chauffeur meant, I literally, I said, that's the word that I need to, fall in place. So when I do become super exuberantly rich, yes, that's what I'm going to do, be chauffeured around. Thank you. So me having this idea of having these like expensive cars and stuff, no, it wasn't like that. But when I first laid eyes on a Maserati, I had gotten my Camaro. Well, if anybody noticed, they know that I had purchased my ex a Camaro. I had purchased my ex a Camaro back in like 2014, and I could only afford, it was a brand new Camaro, 4 miles on it, and it was a white basic model Camaro, and I was just foolish in my ways, but I purchased him the Camaro. He didn't want it because it was a basic model and it wasn't blue. So so he was just like basically not driving it. Brand new. And I remember I went to his house and I caught another girl driving that car. And it's a long story. I'm gonna tell y'all that when I cross that bridge. But for right now, when I drove off the lot of that Chevy dealership, connected to it was a Maserati dealership. And I remember, but they're saying the people who own the Chevy dealership own that Maserati dealership as well. This was in Chamblee, Georgia. And so I was like, what is the name of that car? And then my salesman, he said it's called a Maserati. And I said, I know I just purchased this car, but is there any way I can test drive that car? I said it, and this was in 2014. And he said, of course. Like, and why did he let me test drive a Maserati? And I said, this is my dream car. This is it. The name of it is so sexy. Like, everything about it. Like, Maserati, like, so everybody knows that that's my dream car, as well as a G-Wagon. I said my SUV dream car is a G-Wagon, but my dream car is a Ghibli Maserati. Woo! I'm just, yo, watch when I can start buying them lace fronted stuff and be looking like a summertime glass of wine. Watch this when I start wearing these braids. Like, watch when I get on my ish. Watch this. But I come on here to say that as I was looking up at the sky telling God, thank you, right? As I'm looking up at the sky telling God, thank you. Why did my mentor's granddaughter text me and said, hey, this is Sky. This is my new number. And I said, what? Like, and I know two Skies. So I didn't know. I had to physically look at the number to see if it was the Sky I met in Texas or if it was my mentor's granddaughter. So because it was based off of the area code, it was definitely my mentor's daughter. And I was just so grateful to just see that. But I'm just telling y'all, your blessings is right here. It is your suddenly season, or at least I can speak for myself. And I'm just pouring all of this suddenliness back onto you, you know? And I'm so grateful, y'all. I'm so grateful. It's just been certain things that's been happening this year. And I can't be all crying on here because I'm on the road and I gotta stay, you know, in check. But it's been so many great things that's been happening this year. 2 times this year I went into my time number 1, I went into my mailbox and it was just this unexpected check there. That's number 1. I was not expecting that check. Time number 2, my youngest sister went on vacation. And when I was getting on my feet, at some point I needed the physical address. So I was using her address and I was cleaning her house to surprise her when she came home. And I was scrubbing that house. Like, I was scrubbing because y'all know I got OCD and it has to be super clean. So I'm scrubbing that house. And I happen to, and I'm not one, I don't look through people's mail. I don't look through people's nothing. But I'm asking my nephew, my hands were wet with the towel. And I asked my nephew, I said, look, it's a plane right up. I'm about to drive through the DFW airport. And right now, of course, it's another download. Get ready to take flight, y'all. So listen, and it's a plane right, like, so close to me, right? But anyway, so I'm getting super hyped. I'm all over the place. I'm just so excited right now. But where was I going with this? So I asked my nephew to pick up the paper, and he said, oh, Aisha, this has your name on it. And I said, my name? And y'all, picked it up, and why was it another check? Another $1,000, it was a $1,000 plus some dollar check. And guess what? The day we found it, it expired the next day. So I called, it was from the dealership. Come to find out, they overcharged me. For my, I don't know whether it was my Gap. Okay, yeah, this particular check was for my Gap insurance. So they overcharged me for my Gap insurance. They got audited or whatever. So they gave me a refund from that. And then the first check that I found in my mailbox was also from the dealership. They I didn't even notice it, but they overcharged me when they audited, I guess, their books from the previous year. They overcharged me on my purchase price as well. So I got 2 $1,000 plus it was in the midnight hour, y'all. It was in the midnight hour, and it's just it's big things that came on time, y'all. And God may be a delay right now, but it is on time. I am speaking to somebody right here, right now, in this moment. It's going to be on time. That Maserati, I cannot express to you how it's a parking spot that was taken up the entire time since I've been living here. I've been living here for over a month now, y'all, and I kid you not, it was parked directly in my view. It was right there. Your blessings is at your door. It is right there. It is right there at your doorstep, y'all. It is right there at your doorstep. And I'm just going to end this because I'm so excited and I don't want to get emotional because I know y'all tired of me crying on all my videos. But I be feeling this, y'all. I be saying thank you. The sky is so beautiful right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys stay empowered, inspired, encouraged, illuminated, enlightened, and uplifted. If it's in God's will, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Love you.